I didn't mean to grope the hottest guy at the bar. But to be fair, the tequila made the decision for me. It had been the worst Friday of my life. I'd just been chewed out by my manager for a client's mistake. And to top it off, rumor was we were getting a new CEO, another corporate shark. No doubt, to tighten the noose on our already strangling deadlines. So, naturally, I took myself to the bar down the street from the Manhattan office and drank like the world was ending. I don't remember ordering the fifth shot, or how I ended up leaning against that tall, broad-shouldered stranger in the corner booth. But I do remember the feel of his chest, firm under his dress shirt, and the way he caught me before I could slide to the floor. "Whoa, easy there," he said, voice deep and warm like a rich Cabernet. "Sorry?" I slurred, gripping his arm for balance. "You're really hot. Do I know you?" He gave a soft chuckle. "Not yet." The next 10 minutes were a blur of stumbling words and tipsy flirting. He helped me to a cab, slipped in beside me when I swore I couldn't make it home alone, and made sure I got water and ibuprofen the second I passed my apartment threshold. He didn't try anything. He just tucked me into bed, scribbled a note that said drink water, get some sleep, you're lucky I'm a gentleman, and was gone before morning. I woke up with a hangover and a vague memory of soft brown eyes and the scent of cedarwood cologne. Monday morning came with a vengeance. Everyone was abuzz about meeting the new CEO. I strolled into the conference room, barely holding my coffee, and froze the moment I saw him. Crisp black suit, confident stride, cedarwood cologne. Oh God. Our new CEO was the guy I drunkenly called Mr. Sexy and clung to like a koala. His eyes scanned the room and landed on me. A flicker of amusement passed through his expression. Too quick for anyone else to notice, but I felt it like a slap. "I'm Elijah Crane," he said smoothly. "I look forward to working with each of you." I wanted to crawl into the floor. Over the next few weeks, I tried my best to avoid Elijah, but fate or some twisted sense of humor kept putting us in the same meetings. Every time he spoke, I remembered how gently he'd handled me that night, how he hadn't taken advantage, how he looked at me like he knew every part of my mess and didn't mind it. He never mentioned the bar. Not once. But sometimes, when I looked up, I'd catch him watching me with an unreadable expression, something between curiosity and concern, or maybe interest. The tipping point came during a late-night project pitch. The team had left hours ago. I was still at the office trying to fix the final slides when Elijah appeared at the doorway. "You're here late," he said. I shrugged, trying to act casual. "Big presentation. I want it to be right." He walked in, jacket off, sleeves rolled up. He looked less like my boss and more like the guy who'd held my hair while I'd puked in my own sink. "You're too hard on yourself, Ryan." My breath caught. "You remember my name," I said dumbly. "I remember a lot of things," he replied, "including that you called me a Greek god while trying to steal my drink." Covered my face in horror. "Please, stop." He laughed. Then there was a pause. A long, humming pause. "I didn't mind," he said softly. My hands dropped. Our eyes met. Something shifted. The tension snapped between us. I stood. He stepped closer. His hand brushed mine on the desk. My heart thundered. "I haven't stopped thinking about you," he admitted. "Since that night." I swallowed hard. "You're my boss. And you're the first person in a long time who looked at me like a person, not a position." Silence. Then he kissed me. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't desperate. It was slow, meaningful, like he'd waited to be sure I wanted it too. And I did. What followed was a dance of secrecy, vulnerability, and aching restraint. We kept things professional at the office, barely touching, speaking through stolen glances and late-night texts. But outside those walls, we unraveled together. Elijah wasn't just a CEO. He was a man who had built everything from scratch, battled loneliness, and wore perfection like armor. An overworked designer who'd never felt truly seen. Found myself in the warmth of someone who listened when I spoke and held me like I mattered. Of course, secrets don't stay secrets. One morning, we were called into HR. Someone had seen us at a weekend art gallery, fingers entwined.
Scandal.
Policy. professional ethics. I thought Elijah would fold, that he'd apologize, throw me under the bus to protect his role. Instead, he said, "Yes, I care about him, and I'm willing to step down if that's what it takes to be with him." My throat closed. He fought for me, but the board, surprisingly, didn't fire him. They revised the policy, allowing relationships with full disclosure. We came clean, held our heads high, and things got easier. A year later, I stood on the rooftop of our building at sunset, a glass of wine in hand, as Elijah joined me, his arms sliding easily around my waist. "You still think I'm a Greek god?" he teased. "You still think I'm lucky you're a gentleman?" He laughed and kissed me again. Life was messy, love even more so, but sometimes the best kind of beginnings happen at rock bottom, drunk, embarrassed, and pressed against a stranger in a bar booth. Turns out that stranger could be the love of your life, and your boss, but mostly the one who stayed. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.